Senior Life Journeys presents Carol Howell's Let's Talk Dementia, a podcast designed to help caregivers find knowledge, power, hope, and smiles in their dementia caregiving journey. Welcome to Let's Talk Dementia. Here is your host, best-selling author, Carol Howell.
Welcome to Let's Talk Dementia. I am Carol Howell, your host, and I thank you for joining me today. I have just gotten back from a week-long tour speaking, and boy, is it good to be back home, to be able to relax in my own environment. And I don't know, life's just better when you're home, isn't it? Well, I want to talk to you today about an article I read while I was away. It was printed in the Epoch Times on Thursday, December 12th, and it's titled The Opposite of Fight or Flight. Now, fight or flight is that reaction that happens in the brain when you realize that something's going on, that you've got to be at your very top, like you feel like maybe someone's coming up from behind you and you're scared, and it's fight or flight. You can't sleep good. You feel like there's a brick in your stomach. Your heart starts pounding. You feel overwhelmed and distracted, and it's like, oh man, I've really got to concentrate on what's going on right now. And it's a survival instinct. It's called fight or flight response, and it comes from your sympathetic nervous system where your body is releasing hormones. It is your body shutting off all the things that might distract you to help you concentrate on what it is that you have absolutely got to concentrate on right now, because it's important to your survival to concentrate on that. The digestive system slows down. The nervous system is on full attack. The brain slows down as far as being aware of other things. It's concentrated on that one thing, fight or flight. That is a high stress time in your life because you are on, buddy. You are so concentrated on what's going on. That is of paramount importance for that minute of time. It is a very good thing our body does. But when we stay in fight or flight mode, then that's where the problem is. Remember how I told you the digestive system slows down when you're in fight or flight? Well, if you live or you maintain a large percentage of your time in fight or flight mode, then your belly is going to respond negatively to that. If you're living in the fight or flight mode and your hands are clammy and your heart's pounding and your muscles are tense, you can see how maintaining that's not good for you. It's excellent when you need it. It's how God made your body. But also the reverse side of that is where we need to live. This article called it the rest and digest mode. So resting in that you're letting those muscles relax, you're letting your body calm down, and your digestive system gets back to doing its thing. Rest and digest. Kudos to the folks who wrote, Lynn Jaffe wrote this article, so kudos to her for that term. Rest and digest as the opposite of fight or flight. Now, in your caregiving journey for someone with dementia, you spend a lot of your day in the fight or flight mode. You might not realize that, but you stay tense because there's so much you've got to get done, and so much is just not fun. You know, you've just gotten them up and dressed and to the breakfast, and now they've soiled themselves from potty issues, and you've got to clean them and start that whole process over again. And they may not be happy about it. They may be a little disgruntled about the fact that you're going to take all their clothes off of them and wash them, and we just got through doing that, and they don't want to do it again. And so you are living with the fight or flight. But you know what? Your individual with dementia probably is to a large degree also, because like I just said, they don't want you to do that. They're not saying, oh, it's just so wonderful that you're going to take all of my clothes off of me and wash my butt. They don't really want you to do that, and you coming towards them to do that might put them in the fight or flight mode, yet you got to do it, right? So now you're both tense, and you're both realizing that your digestive system has slowed down so that your body's energy can be used for this important task that you've got. But neither one of you can stay there, because that energy's got to be redistributed through your whole body to do all the things your body's got to do and all the things you're going to call upon your body to do for the remainder of the day. So we have to do some things to allow the rest and digest mode. Well, Ms. Jaffe in this article goes on to say, breathe. Just breathe. Oh my goodness. At worship this weekend, our pastor talked about the 3 things that we cannot live without. And the first one is food, the second one is water, and the third one is breath. And we can live without food for 3 weeks on average. We can live without water for 3 days on average. And we can live without breath for 3 minutes on average. 3 minutes. I'm not sure I could go 3 minutes without breath. But we've got to breathe, folks. And that deep breathing, that breathing in and breathing out. Intentionally breathing in, intentionally fully breathing out till you let all that air out will help to slow down that breathing, will slow down the activities in your body, and your parasympathetic nervous system is activated, and that's what we want. Spending time in nature. I've talked to you about the tree hugging and forest bathing, being outside and feeling the grass between your toes, touching the flowers, admiring beauty of nature, feeling the wind on your face, even if it's cool wind and you think, I need a coat. That is good for you, spending time in nature. Now, if it's really, really daggone cold, you might want to think about that. But even if it's super duper cold, maybe you can just get out for 5 or 10 minutes or however long just to experience nature. It lowers your blood pressure and it increases your immune function. That's a good thing. Meditate. Spend some time talking to the Lord. Spend some time listening. I think that if you're like me, I'm real good about telling the Lord what I want, what He should do, but I might not be near as good at listening to what He has to say to me. In this article, she recommends acupuncture. I've had very little experience with acupuncture, some, but not a lot. But maybe that works for you, and if it does, then go for it. Maybe massage, spending some time with a licensed massage therapist who can just help you relax. That would be so wonderful for you. Pretty good for me, too. I like that idea. Take a walk. That's, again, in conjunction with being outside, but moving your body, getting your muscles to moving and your joints to going. It is very healthy for your body. Playing with your animals. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I can get little Zozo to come up here with us this morning. Zozo, come to Mommy. Oh, let's show everybody how pretty you are. There we go. There's Miss Zozo. Hey, aren't you sweet? This is so calming for me. And last week when I was gone for 7 days and I didn't have a little Zozo to rub on, I really could feel a difference. P.S. I also didn't have my CBD oil, and you know my CBD oils helped me a whole lot, which I might just throw in here as an option for something to think about to help you relax, and that might be CBD oil. I order it from the company straighthemp.com because I think it's a high-quality oil. So look up. There you go. You're so pretty. Full-blooded miniature dachshund, a very rare breed that was abused as a puppy. Now she has fully learned how to relax. She's got that rest and digest down pat, don't you, babe? Learning to stay in the moment, realizing that whatever's going on is in the moment for all of us. And I know in the middle of your caregiving, you think this is going to last forever. I'm never, ever going to be able to be me again. I'm never, ever going to be able to have time just to relax and enjoy life. But it's not true. One day your loved one will pass, as did my mama on May 31st, and you start having time, and sometimes you wish you didn't have it. Well, fight or flight, rest and digest. Which are you going to choose? Sometimes it's not a choice. Sometimes it's just a matter of life. And that's when we have to think, okay, I'm in the fight or flight mode, but I've got to get out of it and get back to rest and digest. Because that's better for my body. And what's better for my body is better for my loved one who has dementia because I'm a better caregiver. Does that make sense? Well, I hope you've learned something, and I'll see you on the next episode of Let's Talk Dementia. Bye-bye.
Let's Talk Dementia would like to thank our sponsors, National Association of Veterans and Families. You can reach them at 800-352-2919, on the internet at www.navf.org. They speak veterans so you don't have to, and you tell them Carol sent you when you call to inquire about benefits for the veteran, the spouse of the veteran, or both. Editor Beth. You can find Ms. Beth Crosby at editorbeth.com. She is amazing at looking at what you've written and making sure it represents you well. Find her at www.editorbeth.com. and HD Imports, located on Flint Street Extension in Rock Hill, South Carolina. That's York County. 803-985-0985. They are there for the repair and maintenance of your Honda, Hyundai, Toyota, Kia. Tell them Carol sent you.
Thanks for joining us today for Carol Howell's Let's Talk Dementia. To learn more about dementia, we recommend Carol's best-selling book, also titled Let's Talk Dementia. It's available on Amazon in paperback and Kindle versions. Be sure to like Let's Talk Dementia on Facebook and leave us a kind word of review on iTunes. Remember, knowledge brings power. Power brings hope. Hope brings smiles. And we all need more smiles. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll be right here when you come back to Let's Talk Dementia.